Hi everyone, this is Manvi Singh. I am a law student of IME Law College and I am a legal intern in Lexis and Company. So the topic is wrongful conviction. The interest in forestalling wrongful conviction is presently worldwide are not bound to any district or kind of criminal equity framework. Wrongful conviction are treble and they can happen to any place, or they are agency basic freedom issues. So some are issues are one first one is over the last several decades, wrongful conviction of a person condemned to death have been documented in every region of the world. In some cases, innocent men and women have spent decades or death row for being inoculated and released. Now, the second one is most empirical research on the topic has focused on the United States, where death rows in ordination have been highly published. Now, the definition of this topic is for the purpose of this report. We define wrongful conviction as a case in which the available evidence indicated that the defendant was factually innocent of the capital offenses for which he or she was convicted. We initially employ a narrow definition of the term as to avoid any debate over terminology. We therefore exclude cases in which the defendant committed the crime. For what? Now the heading is, for what reason should a state compensate the wrongful conviction? As you can say, this is a question. The answer is, despite their proven innocent, the difficulty of re-entering society is profound for the wrongful convicted. The failure to compensate them adds insult to injury. Society has an obligation to provide compensatory assistance for the wrongful convicted. Now, the official acknowledgement of a conviction, conceding that no system is perfect, that government public recognition of the harm inflicted upon a wrongful convicted person helps to foster his healing process, while is assuring the public that the government, regardless of a fault, is willingly to take ownership and responsibility for wrong or bundles. Now the case laws. It was in 1983 when the Supreme Court in Rudal Shah versus State of Bihar for the first time faced a dilemma to whether or not awarded compensation to the wrongful conviction victim whose fundamental right were violated. So the petitioner was unfully detained in prison for 14 years and filed a habeas corpus petition before the Supreme Court under Article 32 of the Constitution, demanding for the compensation along with relief. Now, the conclusion of this topic is, India is a government assistance and its journal set of law has developed dramatically throughout the more recent couple of years. The frame essentially affect all aspects of the resident life from originated to death. In such circumstances, state outrage are an infringement of common liberties and with regardless to litigs indicated, and the some capital offenses for which he or she are convicted. We initially employ a narrow definition of the term so as to avoid any debate or over terminology. We therefore exclude the cases and in which a defendant committed the crime. On the United States, where death reorganization has been highly published, and in some cases innocent men and women have been spent decades on death row for being inordinated and released. So they are a generation basic freedom issues. So guys, this was all about this topic. Thank you so much for listening me. Like, comment and share.